When you look up the word intention in the dictionary, what you'll find is a definition reading: an intention is an idea that you planned, or intend to carry out. If you mean something, it's an intention. Your goal, purpose, or aim is your intention. It's something you mean to do, whether you pull it off or not. Welcome, fight fans, to my channel. This is Johnny, and in this video, I'm going to simply go over the current landscape at 154 pounds. Guys, the beginning of what you just heard was me talking about intentions, and the reason why this is relevant in the video is because I was inspired to make this to reiterate the current landscape of champions at 154 because of one of your comments online. And let me just grab that comment real quick. Let's be real quick. Okay. Here's what inspired this video. Unlucky Hand says, so what happened with Tim Tszyu? He's the top guy and we've all seen it. We sweeping him under the rug and calling Madrimov the top guy at 154 just because Crawford is fighting him? Now, he wrote that in response to Bud Crawford saying that Madrimov is the top guy at 154 and why not move up and fight the top guys? Okay, that's his intention. That's Bud Crawford's intention, to move up and fight the top guys. It sounds pretty cut and dry, but what is unclear in the zeitgeist of boxing fans obviously are the champions, because that guy thought that Tim Tszyu's a champion. He obviously doesn't know Madrimov is a champion, and that sparked this video, and it'll just be simple, not too long. I'm gonna just go over the modern landscape. There was some shuffling going on earlier in the week. Fighter was stripped. I don't know if you heard that. We'll cover that briefly. Going into August 3rd, Eddie Hearn said that this is the largest and most important card ever on US soil, headlined by Madrimov and Crawford. And we know the undercard, there's some great fights on that card as well. Do you agree with Eddie Hearn when he says this is the biggest event in boxing on US soil? At the end of the video, I'm gonna ask you to leave that in the comment section below. Now let's get into this video about the modern landscape at 154. Don't get me wrong, guys. I don't expect everybody to stay up to date daily on what's going on in boxing. There's so much noise coming from every direction, left field, right field, boxers who are active online sources, YouTube boxing influencers. Who knows what to believe? But the facts are this: the Ring magazine steps in finally, most people say, and strips Jermell Charlo at 154 due, you ready for this, to inactivity. We know Charlo last fought against Canelo, but he hasn't fought in the division at 154 going on 2 years. So that belt is vacant. Now we know that. When Bud Crawford August 3rd takes on Madrimov, that fight will be for Madrimov's belt at 154 pounds for the WBA belt. Now, granted, there are rumors of people being stripped when this fight happens. Interim champions are going to be stripped, etc., etc. I'm not talking about that in future fights. The current landscape: Ring magazine, vacant. WBA belt, Israel Madrimov has that belt, and that will be on the line August 3rd against Crawford. The WBC, WBO, as we speak, is held by Seb Fundora. There is an interim belt. Serhii Bohacek has the interim WBC, and that interim belt will be on the line against Virgil Ortiz the very next week, August 10th in Las Vegas. And the only other belt is the IBF belt held by Murtazaev. Now, Tim Tszyu does not have a belt, guys. Bud Crawford is not ducking Tim Tszyu. Errol Spence Jr. does not have a belt, guys. I throw him in there because he was thrown in the comment section as well, saying that Bud Crawford went up to 54, ducking him and ducking the rematch. Guys, Jerome Boots Ennis is a 147. He has the IBF belt at 147. He was given it by Bud Crawford when he vacated, and then he fought for it against David Evanesian. Bud Crawford's not ducking Boots. So now we know we're up to date, and I do expect more comments of people not in the know, so I'll continue to make these videos. Recap: Ring vacant, WBA Madrimov, WBC, WBO Fundora, and the IBF Murtazaev.